Hey guys, welcome back to Spooky Witches UK. Before I get into today's video, I need you to go ahead and smash that subscribe button so you can keep seeing my face on your screens. When I get to 100 subscribers, I'm going to be doing a giveaway on my channel, so make sure you watch out for that. And without further ado, let's get into it. So I'm going to move over a bit. I'm going to sit about here, right? So today's video is going to be about Glencoe in Scotland. I look awfully pale today, don't I? Sorry, I'm just looking at myself in my little screen. Anyway, onwards. So Glencoe is a beautiful part of Scotland that is cared for by the Scottish National Trust, or the National Trust for Scotland. It is host to many different species of birds. You can visit there, you can go hiking because there's beautiful cliffs and beautiful waterfalls. However, it isn't somewhere you want to be after dark, so you do not want to lose the comfort of daytime. So I'm going to go into the history because that explains why it's such a spooky place to be. So the first historical figure connected to it was Fingal. Now, he was one of the greatest Celtic heroes and the leader of, I want to say the Fine, again I'll put the word here, the Fine were warriors of Gaelic mythology. Now, the Glen was his legendary home and his memory is preserved in several place names. Fingal's poet's son, or scion, was also remembered for naming the cave above Loch Atricoton, I think. Atricoton. I'm just going to put it on the screen. Right? The legendary Fingal is also credited with the ultimate defeat of the Viking invader King Aragon of Sora. The Viking influence was to continue his ownership of the Glen that was passed then into the hands of his descendants, the powerful MacDougall clan in the 11th century. Now, over the course of the next 2 centuries, the MacDougalls managed to amass quite a small empire in western Scotland. However, this all collapsed in 1308 when they sided in favour of Balliol instead of Robert the Bruce. So, as thanks for his allegiance, Robert the Bruce gifted Glencoe to Angus Og, the chief of MacDonald. Now, Angus Og subsequently left Glencoe to his bastard son, Frock, who then founded the ill-fated Clan MacLean Abrac of Glencoe. There was a period of calm until the year of 1501. Now, Jamie, if you're watching this, I'm going to apologise because I'm probably butchering all these words and I'm so sorry, babe. So there's my apology. So there was a period of calm until the year of 1501 when disputes flared up between the Glencoe MacDonalds and the neighbouring Argyll Campbells. The sources of these conflicts were the constant raiding and cattle rustling on behalf of the MacDonalds and attempts by the Campbells to extend their territory. Now, these problems then rolled over into the 17th century and into the period of the Scottish Wars of Covenant, during which the MacDonalds and the Campbells found themselves on opposing sides. The MacDonalds supported the royalist and the rebel causes while the Campbells supported the authority of government. It truly was a battle of two lifestyles, carefree and somewhat lawless Highlanders and ruthless central government. So, The last part of this tragedy, because it does come to a sad end, was on the 27th of August 1691. This is when the last part got put into motion. This was when King William III in London offered a pardon to all the Highland clans that had fought against him or raided their neighbours. But it was on the condition that they took the oath of allegiance before a magistrate before the 1st of January 1692. The alternative for failing to comply was death. Now, Macdonald clan chief MacLean of Glencoe reluctantly agreed to the deal and headed off to take the oath. However, he arrived at the wrong place. He ended up in Inverlochie in Fort William instead of, I want to say Inverary. Could be Inverary, but I'm going to go Inverary near Auburn. He finally arrived at the correct place on January 6th, 1692, and naively thought that he and his clan were safe because, although late, he came to take the oath. Now, unbeknownst to him, there had already been orders given out to exterminate. Now, I don't like that word, but anyway, the orders had been given out to exterminate the whole clan. So, a force gathered in Inverary? I'm going to go Inverary, right? That's probably wrong, and I apologise if it is. And set out to Glencoe on the 1st of February. Now, this was led by Captain Robert Campbell of I want to say Leon. Could be Glen Lyon, but I'm going to go Leon. Which was a conflict of interest, if I'm honest, because Robert already had a grudge against the Macdonalds, right? He already had one. So, anyway, when arriving, Campbell asked for quarters for 130 of his 130 men, and the Macdonalds, unaware of what the force was there for, entertained them for 10 days. Now, on the night of February 12th, Campbell received the orders to kill all Macdonalds under 70. So at 5 a.m. the following morning, so this was on February 13th, Campbell and his men rose from their beds and began to slaughter their hosts. Those that they had been living on friendly terms with for the past 10 days. And this act of treachery is what makes this massacre even worse. Only 40 of the clan members were slaughtered. Most escaped and ran into the hills only to die of hunger and exposure. The monument to the fallen Macdonalds is situated in the Glencoe village, and MacLean is buried in Eileen Mund in Loch Leven. Signal Rock is where the order was given to start the massacre, and it stands just a few hundred yards away from I want to say Clackaig Inn on the north bank of the river. On the north bank of the River Coo. I'm going to put its name here, right? Because I'm not great with words, apparently. Now, shortly after this period, a new military road was built passing the eastern end of Glencoe, and in 1785, the first road was built through the glen itself. As with so many places in the Highland, the clearances took their toll, and by the death of the 17th chief, Ewan MacDonald, in 1837, the chieftainship of the Macdonalds had little meaning. Ownership passed through several hands during the next century, and in 1935, to prevent possible commercial exploitation, the National Trust for Scotland bought 12,800 acres of the glen, with the help of donations from a variety of sources. The Trust's holding has been extended over the years and today covers most of the glen from the edge of Rannoch Moor to the shores of Loch Leven. Now, people that have visited Glencoe, I've got to hurry up with this, my camera's going to die. People that have visited Glencoe have claimed to have had some paranormal experiences, and this includes sights of clan members hiding within the crags. It is said that the atrocity could have been even more extensive were it not for the cowneg, again, put it there, of the MacDonalds was heard wailing on the eve of the Glencoe massacre. Hearing her cries, some of the clan members took warning and fled into the mountains. Now, in Celtic mythology, there are many tales of the washerwoman, or the being nigh. Again, I'll put that here. These harbingers of doom come in two varieties: the banshee and the coeneg. The appearance of the banshee at a river or stream is an omen of impending violent death. She sings or wails a lament while washing the blood-stained clothes of those about to die. The coeneg, again, I don't need to put it on the screen, is invisible to the human eye. Her presence is revealed by her heart-stopping wails. She will be heard crying at a waterfall on the night before calamity overtakes her clan. And that is it from me today, guys. I am awfully bloody pale today. Anyway, that is it from me today. I apologise for the butchering of the pronunciation of these places. I will put them on the screen where I can put them on the screen. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. But yeah, remember, don't be afraid of the things that go bump in the night. Until next time, stay spooky, witches.